The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11 3. He got it! 11 3-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Here comes the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion. And it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate.
Verwest, they center in front. Scarbrug down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
All right. Well, they got the field work done as fast as they could so they could start the next game as quick as they could and get as close to as humanly possible as back on time as they could. If you have been waiting for this game and you're just now tuning in, you missed a dandy. Wahpeton Post 20 remains undefeated, but it wasn't easy as the Fargo Post 400 Astros took Wahpeton to 10 innings. Wahpeton was able to walk it off finally in the bottom of the 10th to pick up a 6-5 victory. And now they are 2 games closer to the East Region Championship game. Or East Region title, I should say. And now it's the West Fargo Vets and the Fargo Post 2 Bombers. And one of these two teams will play Wahpeton tomorrow at 4 o'clock right here on Magnitude Sports. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the tournament numbers here. So you got the day one totals there. You see on the top left of that graphic that day one had 3 games played, day two has 1 game played, and you can see that the day two totals in most of the categories almost match the numbers we had in all 3 games yesterday. What a crazy game that was. What a great game that was. Crazy in a good way. Let's put it that way here. All right, we're ready to go here. Top of the first. We'll get to the starting lineups here momentarily. That last game went 2 hours and 40 minutes. Landon Hale is the first batter here, and the second pitch comes across for a strike, and it's 0-2 now here as the first pitch comes across at 2:25 and the second pitch at 2:26. So 1 minute into the game now here. So only about 56 minutes past the originally scheduled start time of this particular game, which was at 1:30. We're at 2:25 now, so 55 minutes officially. One, 2 the count, and I missed that pitch. It came across as a ball. 2-2. So we got Landon Hale, Quinn Miller, and Hunter Geary. Your first 3 batters for the Fargo Post 2 Bombers. And a little chopper down first base. It's going to be close. Did they get him? No, they did not. It's an infield hit.
The shortstop, number 7, Quinn Miller.
It's Noah Betker, your starting pitcher here for the West Fargo Vets. J.J. Lauriston behind the plate, catching. Jackson Glinke at first. Devin Peterson at second. Blake Hammond at third. Charlie Lashofsky at third. Blake Hammond at shortstop. Charlie Lashofsky at third. You got Jack Davies in right field, Wrigley Gunderson in center field, and Blake Larson in left field, and that's how the West Fargo Vets will set up defensively here in this game against the Fargo Post 2 Bombers. Quinn Miller's the batter now. First pitch is a strike, second pitch is a strike, and it's 0-2 to Quinn Miller. Eric Guler is the guy behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. You got Taylor Foose working the bases here, so just a flip-flop from what they worked in that game. That 10-inning game between Fargo Post 400 and Wahpeton Post 20. So wild pitch will allow Hale to go to second. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Quinn Miller. Hunter Geary is on deck here for Fargo Post 2. Now some words here between JJ and Becker. One-two, runner on second. And the pitch is a little bit low, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That first game definitely set the bar for the remaining 6 teams today to see what they can do. High fly ball to right field. Jack Davies is tracking it, and he makes the catch. Out number 1. And now a bad throw to third is going to allow Hale to come in and score. So Miller flies out deep to right. Landon Hale tags on second to advance to third, and then he'll come home on that throwing error. Hunter Geary now the batter, and Fargo post 2 strikes first. They lead 1-0 here on the Proceed scoreboard. No runners on base as that one's fouled away for strike 1 to Hunter Geary. That's 10 pitches now for Betker, 7 strikes and 3 balls. And for those tuning in, after I said this game would start at about 2:45, thank you for being alert and tuning in to catch the start of the game. And for those who don't tune in for another 15 minutes, my apologies. That's the benefits of subscribing to the YouTube channel. When things change, you get a notification. That one fouled down, and 3 fouled away pitches now here for Hunter Geary. 1 out. We'll see Hudson Stein for sure. He's on deck. 0-2. And that one popped up and pushed foul. And it'll remain 0-2. Pitch number 5 coming up. He's seen 4 pitches. He's fouled all 4 of them away. Five minutes into the ball game now. And that one's lifted up towards left field. And coming in to make the catch is Blake Larson. That records out number 2.
First
Brings up
baseman number 21, Hudson Stein.
This game's starting out the way the previous game ended, a bunch of flyouts. So 2 away now here for Hudson Stein. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was heading to the outside, and Stein's bat wasn't quite long enough. One ball, 1 strike. Betker looking for his first strikeout. He will not get it there as he pushes it inside and pushes Stein off the plate, and it evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 1 winner today, that's Wahpeton. They'll wait the winner of this game to play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. There's our first strikeout of the game on the Gordy strikeout counter. And the first one for Betker.
Fargo post 2, the Bombers with 1.
And it'll be Charlie Laszowski, Jackson Glinke, Wrigley Gunderson, your first 3 batters. When we return, Carper Gephardt is on the mound here for the Fargo Post 2 Bombers when we return after this.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
You have options when it comes to purchasing your crop inputs. At Maple River Grain and Agronomy, it's our goal to provide our member owners with the best possible customer service from people that you know and trust who grew up around here and know what it takes to run a successful farming business year-round. The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy can anticipate our customers' needs. They now serve the DGF and Barnesville communities, as well as Rothsay and Sabin, plus many other locations across North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit mrga.com today to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy.
West Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, Carper Gephardt is your starting pitcher here for Fargo Post 2. The Bombers will put Jeremiah Beckham behind the plate, Hudson Stein at first, Colby Ebeling at second, Quinn Miller the shortstop, Caleb Brigham at third, Hunter Geary in left, Landon Hale in center, and Grant Goddard in right field. That's how the Post 2 Bombers will set up defensively here. And it will be Charlie Laszowski. We'll also see Jackson Glinky and Wrigley Gunderson this inning as well here for the West Fargo Vets.
Third baseman number 2, Charlie Laszowski.
Saw the Vets 2 times earlier this year on Magnitude Sports, and they had a pair of games against Kindred. Kindred took care of business in Game 1, but the Vets gave them a little bit more of a challenge in Game 2. I believe, if memory serves me correctly, I believe Kindred won that game 3-1 in Game 2 of that doubleheader that was played at Horace High School, as the game was supposed to be played in Kindred, but on that particular day they were hosting a wedding at the Kindred baseball field, so they moved that game to Horace High School. This one's lifted up into right field, and the catch is made there by Grant Goddard.
First baseman number 21, Jackson Glinky.
All right, call that one a strike here. And strike 2 delivered to Jackson Glinky. Post 2 scoring a run off the lone error of the game so far, and that's where we sit here on the Proceed scoreboard. The 0-2. Left field and pushed foul. It will remain 0-2. Well, welcome our friends watching at Bar 9 in West Fargo, as well as those watching at Boston's Pizza in West Fargo. So they've put on every single West Fargo game, whether it's the Patriots, Aces, or Vets. So if you can't make it to Haymaker Stadium here in Castleton, go to Bar 9 in West Fargo or Boston's Pizza in West Fargo and ask them to turn on the game if they don't already have it on. I can tell you this, Bar 9 has the game on. I'm almost confident. Even though I'm not there, I am that confident. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Of course, with the camera here, I could go sit at Bar 9 and broadcast the game from there. We recently discovered how to do that. But I've only tried it once. And it worked almost to a success, but there's still a couple things to kink out on that one. Three balls and 2 strikes now here to Jackson Glinky. Payoff pitch. Missed it. Ball 4. Watson.
Center fielder number 4, Wrigley Gunderson.
So Carper Gephardt will toss pitch 12 here to the third batter in the lineup, Wrigley Gunderson. Jack Davies on deck, Blake Larson right behind him in the 4-5 spots. Gunderson, the third batter in the lineup here with one away and a runner on. 12 minutes into the ball game, getting this one started about 20 minutes ahead of the presumed start time after the delay from the first game. 1 hour, or 1 ball, no strike is what I meant to say. 2 hours, 40 minutes time on that first game. Definitely longest game of the tournament. We had a game in an hour and 44 yesterday, an hour and 39 yesterday, and an hour, I forgot to write down the other one. I think it was like an hour 18 or an hour 20, something to that degree. Long story short, we had 3 quick games yesterday that a grand total went about 3.5 hours. And that first game went just shy of 3 hours. 2-1. Here's the windup in the pitch, and that's into the dirt through the legs of Beckham, and Glinke will take off for second. And ball 4. Now put 2 runners on. Jack Davies, the right fielder, will step up to the plate now.
Jack Davies.
The 0-1 bounces into the dirt, and Glinke will take off for third. And they'll put runners on the corners, and now an air throw will bring in Glinke from third, and Gunderson will advance to second. So Glinke gets credit for a stolen base at third, and then on an error, he'll come in and score.
Left fielder number 23, Blake Larson.
Just updating my stat book here to fix an error that I made. 1 error for Fargo, post 2, 1 error for West Fargo, and 1 error for Mike on Magnitude Sports. And there's a base hit to left field. And rounding third, putting on the guns here is Wrigley Gunderson. And he'll give West Fargo a 2-1 lead.
The catcher number 7, J.J. Lornitson.
So Davies gets an RBI single to left field. All right, wait, I take that back. It was not Davies, it was Blake Larson. Yeah, it was Blake Larson. I think he's the current batter. No, it's J.J. Larson, there we go. So Jack Davies did not get the RBI single. It'd be Blake Larson who got the RBI single to left, scoring Gunderson. And now Blake Larson stands on first with J.J. Larson, the batter. 1-1, runner goes, throw to second is not in time, and he's safe. And Larson gets the stolen base. And West Fargo now with a 2-1 lead and looking for more here with 2 away in the bottom of the first. My unofficial pitch count, which I'm sure is off by 2 already, as I fix my stat book, is 18 pitches, 9 balls, 9 strikes. And we'll get the official count here during the commercial break and update it accordingly. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one is over the head of the shortstop, Quinn Miller. Rounding third is Blake Larson, and he will score as that one goes all the way to the wall. It's an RBI double for Larson. And another run scores, and the Aces take a 3-1 lead.
Number 6, Cooper Mapes, courtesy running for the catcher, Lornitson at second for the Vets.
Now bring up Dang Dewitt.
Number 24, Dang Dewitt.
If he's looking for a sponsorship, he could go to Nike. Now a wild pitch will allow Cooper Mapes, who came into courtesy run at second, to get to third. Pitch comes across for a ball, obviously. 1-0 to Dang Dewitt. That one popped up, and nobody will make a play on that one. It'll be 1-1 as a result. Okay, so now I have caught a few more pitches caught up here. Gephardt with that last pitch, 25. 12 balls, 13 strikes, and I might be off by 1. Lifted up high, left field. Catch is made by Hunter Gear, and that will end the inning. They'll leave 1 stranded on base, but not before they get 3 across on a pair of hits. 1 error committed, and they leave 1 on base. It's 3-1 on the Red Baron line score. And we'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. On side of Jim tuning back in, chiming in on the chat. If you'd like to chime in on our chat during our game broadcast here, all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. And it's 100% free to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then you can chime in with some thoughts. And if you do, I'll say hi to you once I notice it. I try and check it at least once every half inning. Top of the second now. Seth Egan is the batter here for the Post 2 Bombers. We'll see Carter Gephardt along with Caleb Brigham this inning as well. And that one's going back to left field, and it's over the left fielder's head to the wall. Blake Larson will pick it up in the warning track. And Egan will put on the brakes at second for a double.
Now batting the pitcher, number
So
2,
Egan will
Carter
take
Gephardt.
the 1-1 pitch all the way to the warning track in left center. And that'll bring up Carper Gephardt now. Pitcher versus pitcher battle here in the top of the second. And this one, a bouncing ball to Hammond at short. He'll fire it over to first. They got the out there. And Egan advances to third on the play.
Third baseman, number 1, Caleb Brigham.
So the 6-3 ground out. Sith Egan moves, advances to third. Caleb Brigham in the batter now here for the Bombers. And the pitch. Hair high for a ball, called by Eric Guler. And there's a strike. Nice pitch there by Becker. And he's swinging a miss on a pitch that he probably wishes he didn't swing at now. Would have been easily ball 2 had he just held his bat. Instead, he went golfing for it, paid the price. And this one he lifts up straightaway center. Gunderson backtracking, gets underneath it, makes the catch. Tagging on third is Seth Egan. The throw comes home, bounces over Egan as Egan slides underneath the ball and he scores. And the Bombers have cut the lead down to 3-2. So it's a sacrifice fly for Brigham to center field. And Egan scores on that sac fly. Jeremiah Beckham the batter now. Ball 1 to Beckham. That puts Kobe Ebeling on deck here for the Bombers with 2 away if Beckham can reach base. And that pitch is inside and pushes Beckham off the plate a little bit. 2-0, 24 minutes into the ball game. Bar 9, Maple River Grain and Agronomy, and West Fargo Baseball, just 3 of our many sponsors bringing you broadcast coverage of this weekend's tournaments. Or the end of this week / this weekend's tournaments. However you want to look at it. 2-1, 2-2. We have a full count now here, 25 minutes into the game. Beckham looking to hit that white pickup truck to the right of the scoreboard. Instead sends it the opposite direction. I don't know if I would drive my car back there, but 3-2. And that one's popped up. Could be a chance here for Hammond. And Hammond will make it. The catch. Lashowski and Hammond nearly miscommunicated there. But that'll take us to the middle of the second here on the pop out by Beckham to the shortstop. And that will bring us to the bottom of the second with Devin Peterson, Noah Becker, and Charlie Lashowski. Batters 8, 9, and 1 for West Fargo. The Vets have a 3-2 lead after 1.5 here on the Red Baron line score. We're back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
We take great pride in really doing all the research and the work behind the scenes to make sure that our products just work.
We have our own staff member that helps pick the hybrids and the varieties that work in our area. It's meant for you, not for somebody 200 miles away.
We test our seed locally. We produce our seed locally, so we get to see our production fields, where they need to be, and if they work there.
Need seed, think ProSeed. ProSeed.net, great seed at a reasonable price.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, welcome back to Haymaker Stadium here in Castleton, North Dakota. It's Devin Peterson who'll lead it off for the West Fargo Vets. They have a 3-2 lead here on your ProSeed scoreboard going into the home half of the second inning. Once again, if you haven't figured it out already, the Vets, the home team on the scoreboard, and the Post 2 Bombers, the visiting team on the scoreboard here. Both teams have a pair of hits. Both teams have an error. West Fargo's left one on base, but West Fargo has the one-run lead. That one popped up going to the first base side and cannot make the catch. Hudson Stein reached out for it, but the ball was just a little bit further than his arm could stretch out and make the grab. So after all that, it lands for a very deep strike one. Pitch, and that one's lifted up foul and pushed off to the first base side, and it's 0-2 now here to Devin Peterson. Top of the third, we're 30 minutes into the game now. One-run game in favor of the Vets here on the ProSeed scoreboard. Swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting the pitcher, number 8, Noah Vetker.
On the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter, Noah Bechter, the batter now. Batter 9 in the lineup. Pitcher versus pitcher battle against Gephardt. And Gephardt loses the first pitch of that battle. It's 1-0. According to my numbers, Gephardt has 30 pitches, 13 balls and 17 strikes. Pitch 31 coming up right here. And that one's going towards center. Landon Hale, no! Diving for it was Hunter Geary, and now Hale chasing it, and it's going to be a triple at least for Becker. So Geary dived for it, and then it took a weird bounce to the right. Landon Hale had to turn around and chase it down. That's going to go in the books as a base hit and a triple for
Number 11, Carson
Noah
Wilkie,
Becker.
courtesy running for the pitcher, Vetker at third for the Vets. Now batting back to the top of the order for the Vets, third baseman, number 2, Charlie Lashowski.
So it's Charlie Lashowski, the batter now. One out, that one's popped up, and the catch is made for out number 2. Runner on third stays put. It's a courtesy runner. I'm not sure who that courtesy runner is, though. Oh, it's number 11.
First baseman, number 21,
Carson
Jackson
Wilkie.
Glinke.
So Lashowski on the first pitch pops out to the catcher. And Jackson Glinke. Actually, we're back in the second batter at the top of the lineup now. He's 0 for 0. He's walked last time he was at the plate, and he takes ball 1 here. Now it's ball 2. West Fargo Vets come into this game with a 12-8 conference record in the regular season. Fargo Post 2 Bombers come into the game with an 11-9 conference record. And I don't think someone made the catch back out there, but it would fall. Yep, it'll be strike 1 on a fouled away pitch as Third baseman Bergerman along with Hunter Geary and shortstop Quinn Miller all kind of converged on that, and 2 of the 3 ran into each other. 2-1. That one will miss, and it's 3-1. And that one, it's foul. So 3 balls and 2 strikes at the 32-minute mark of the ball game here. Full count. Wilkie on third with 2 away. What can Gephardt do here to end this bottom of the second? He'll reach for it. It'll be fouled off and will remain at 3-2. And Gephardt will have to deliver a second payoff pitch. Kindred and Devils Lake scheduled for 4 o'clock. Depending on how this game goes, that's likely going to be later than 4 o'clock. And this one right up the middle, and Kelby Evelyn could not get to it. And that will allow Wilkie to score on an RBI single. And it is 4-2 as the Vets double up on the Bombers.
Center fielder number 4, Wrigley Gunderson.
So Wrigley Gunderson, who was walked last time he was at the plate, will step up to the plate now. 4 runs on 3 hits for the, check that, 4 runs on 4 hits for the Vets. And a strike is called, 0-1 to Wrigley Gunderson. If Gunderson can reach base with no outs being recorded, it'd be Jack Davies who'd be batting next. Here's the 0-1. Now want to bounce in for a ball. It's 1-1. Just tuning in the last 10 minutes or so, because I told you that the game would start at 2:45, my apologies. They got the field done as quickly as they could, and they got the game started as quickly as they could to try and catch up as much time as they possibly could, which I don't blame them. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count now. And that one sent foul to left field. We'll stay right where we're at 2-2. 35 minutes time of the game now here in the bottom of the second inning. West Fargo with a 2-run advantage here at the moment with 2 outs in the bottom of 2. And 2 extra hits. And that one's going to left field. And all the way back. And it is foul. Just barely foul. Had he waited 0.2 of a second longer to swing, that would have been a 2-run homer to left. And it would have been the first home run of the tournament, too. And that one goes outside, and now it's a full count at 3-2. Payoff pitch. That one's going to left, and that one is definitely foul. A balk is called, and that'll allow Glinky to go to second. Glinky with a healthy leadoff on second. Pitch is delivered, and it's ball 4 as it's high. That puts 2 runners on, brings up Jack Davies. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate. And now we have a visit to the mound here for Fargo Post 2. And this visit to the mound for the Post 2 Bombers is presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. Visit their website at marshmma.com. Learn about the services they can provide for you in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Once again, their website is marshmma.com, and this visit to the mound and pitching change for Fargo Post 2 has been presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. So Carter Gephardt, 46 pitches, 20 balls, 26 strikes, allowed 4 runs on 4 hits, stranded 1 runner. He's responsible for the 2 runners on base, that being Glinke on second and Gunderson on first, should they come in and score. And your new pitcher now here for the Fargo Post 2 Bombers is going to be Joey Jager, as he'll get some warm-up throws here. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Bar 9 in West Fargo, including Maple River Grain and Agronomy. West Fargo Baseball, Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Proceed, Post 400 Baseball, Sweet Shots in Fargo, Gordy's Travel Plaza, Touchmark in Fargo and Bismarck, Healing Touch Chiropractic, Castleton Cold Storage, Boston's Pizza in West Fargo, Red Baron in Castleton, Buffalo Wild Wings, with multiple locations in Fargo, Moorhead, Castleton Lumber, Kindred Area Arts Partnership, and Swenson Farms, all bringing you broadcast coverage of this weekend's tournament here on Magnitude Sports, and we certainly appreciate all of their support. After this tournament, we'd get a day off. We go to Dickinson for the AA tournament. That's 18 games, if needed, 19. And then about 3 days into the AA tournament, the Single A in state tournament in Kindred will fire things off on July 28th, with the championship game scheduled to be played on August 1st. And then that will wrap up our summer baseball coverage as we get ready for the fall sports season once again here on Magnitude Sports. And it seems like this summer's gone by a lot quicker than previous summers. And it all started back in March down in Vero Beach, Florida. And here we are going to end it August 1st in Kindred, North Dakota. And the temperature in Florida in March and the temperature in Kindred in August are probably going to be about exactly the same. Jack Davies is the batter. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Jackson Glinke on second. Wrigley Gunderson on first. And Jack Davies will foul this one away for strike number 2. And that one's going to be popped up. And it could be a chance here for Ebeling. And no, it'll be the pitcher Jager who'll make the catch. And they will strand 2, and that'll end the second inning. But they get a pair of runs, or he gets 1 run across. And they take a 4-2 lead now on the Red Baron line score after 2 complete heading into the 3rd. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with a fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people. and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Number 12, Colby Ebeling.
All right, welcome back. Colby Ebeling will lead it off here in the top of the third as the Bombers trail by 2 here, 4-2 on the Proceed scoreboard. 4 runs on 4 hits for West Fargo, 2 runs on 2 hits for Post 2. 1 error each. West Fargo's left 3 on base. Post 2 Bombers have left nobody on base so far. And a couple of pitches later, we have a 1-1 count. Here to Ebeling. Landon Hale and Quinn Miller will be the next 2 batters we see in this inning for Post 2. That one's fouled away, and it'll be strike 2. So it's batters 9, 1, and 2 for Post 2 here in the top of the third as they look to get a couple back here. Here's the windup, and the 1-2 delivery is in for strike 3.
Back to the top of the order for
That's
Bombers.
the second strikeout for Becker on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. That puts out 1 on the board. Brings up Landon Hale, 1 for 1 with an infield single. He would bunt it down the first base line, and he made it. Becker tried to catch up to it, and he did catch up to it, but couldn't make the flip to Glinky in time to record the out. That pitch is up a hair high for ball 2. 44 minutes into the ball game now, here in the top of the third. The pitch is also, oh, I guess not. I was going to say it was high for ball 3, but I guess not. That previous pitch looked lower than that pitch did, if I'm being honest. That's just me eyeballing it. This one popped up, and a chance here for Glinky to make a catch, and right behind the post he does not make the catch. Or he does make the catch, okay. So that's out number 2, and that brings up Quinn Miller.
The shortstop, number 7, Quinn Miller.
So 2 away, no runners on, and Quinn Miller flied out to Jack Davies in right field last time he was at the plate. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. Nice strike called there. Ball 1. "46 pitches in 46 minutes here for Becker. And he'll set wind, deliver the 1-2. And inside, he just misses to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that will be out number 3. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
I wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back. Strikeout swinging for Quinn Larson ends the inning. Looked down, missed it, had to confer. And I didn't really have to tell you that because I think everybody heard me conferring with that. That pitch will come in for ball one. Blake Larson's the batter. He's 1 for 1. Singled to left last time he was at the plate. Wind up, and Jagger will deliver strike one on that pitch there. And it's even at 1-1 now. And hard hit ball to left. That will land for a base hit. And Larson's on, and he's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles to about the same spot on both at bats.
The catcher, number 7, J.J. Luditson.
J.J. Lauritsen is the next batter here for West Fargo. So that's the 5th hit of the game now here for the Vets. Lauritsen doubled all the way to the warning track in left center last time he was at the plate. And now the throw to second might be in time. No, he got his right foot on the bag and avoided the tag. Thought for sure that Beckham was going to throw him out, but nice base running there by Blake Larson. Pitch came across for a ball, so it's 2-0 to Lauritsen. And that pitch is outside for 3 balls and no strikes. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Still got 2 more games after the conclusion of this one for you here on Magnitude Sports today and earlier tonight. And I should say we have 4 more games because not only do we have 2 more from this tournament, but we have a double header on the AA side between the Post 400 Stars and Fargo Post 2 as well tonight. Grant and Chris will have the call on the Stars Post 2 game, as I'll be here in Castleton covering whichever game is being played at that point in time. And normally I would say I'd have a pretty good guess at which game we would be playing at then, but with that first game going longer, you just don't know. There's another strikeout. This one, Lauritsen goes down swinging.
Number 24, Dang Do It.
All right. All right, now we got everything squared away. We had to assign that last strikeout to the wrong team by mistake. So my apologies for that, but we got it corrected now. 2 balls, no strikes here to Dang Do It. 0 for 1 with a fly out to left last time he was at the plate. 2-1 now the count here to Do It. And Dang Do It with a base hit into left field. Larson to third, and Dang Do It does it with a single to left.
Second baseman, number 3, Devin Peterson.
So runners on the corners now for West Fargo with only one out. And Devin Peterson, 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And that one's sent up, going towards left center. Landon Hale after it. Runner tags, Larson heading home, and it's deep enough for a sac fly. Dang Do It stays on first. Run scores, out two's recorded. It's 5-2 West Fargo.
Now batting number 8, Noah Betker.
Noah Betker is the batter now. He's 1 for 1. He smashed one to deep center and earned himself a triple off it. That pitch is outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. Charlie Lashowski is the batter on deck here with 2 away. Runner goes, throw to second will not be in time. It sneaks into center field, and Dang Do It steals second base. Pitch came across as a ball, so it's 2-0 here to Noah Betker. Pitch is a little bit high for ball 3. And a strike is called there as Jagger will cash in his free strike coupon on the 3-0 count. (3-1), right down the middle, strike 2. And it's more like cash one in, get another one free there. And the payoff pitch. And right back to Jagger. And he'll half walk it, underhand toss it over to Stein for the out. And that will leave one stranded on base as we end the third, but they get one more across the plate. And they take a 5-2 lead as a result here after 3 complete. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs Honey Barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, and as we come back from the break there, Hunter Geary will pop out to Blake Hammond, the shortstop, for the first out. It was the first pitch, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Hudson Stein, who struck out swinging last time he was at the plate, will come up to the plate now. All right, swing and a miss. And that is strike 2 here to Hunt. Actually, it's strike 3.
Hitter number 13, Steve Egan.
And that is strikeout number 5 on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter for Noah Becker. Actually, that's strikeout number 4 because we didn't adjust that earlier mistaken strikeout. So the next time he gets a strikeout, then that'll be his 5th. And we'll just try to remember not to add that. And we'll be on track. So he only has 4. And even though the technology is great, human error caused that technology to be mistaken for the first time in a long time. Let's put it that way. 1-1 here to Seth Egan. He's 1 for 1. He would double to left field last time he was at the plate. He goes towards left again. Nice grab by Lashowski at third, and now the pick by Glinke at first, and it's out number 2. So on the 1-1 count, you talk about the longest possible 5-3 ground out from the left side of third to the right side of first, and that will do it here for the top of the 4th. We move to the middle of the 4th now. And it's 5-2 in favor of the Vets halfway through this game. And we'll be back with more in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this. Woo! And these. So good! And definitely this. I love you! Woo! Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
All right, to the bottom of the 4th we go here.
Yeah, it doesn't have that option for some reason.
Charlie Lashowski is the batter. He's down in the count 0-2. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. 1 to right field, 1 to the catcher. More of a flyout and a pop out, if you want to be more accurate about
They
that.
actually batted already, so just hit 3 outs again. And advance to hit 3 outs again.
And a strikeout.
There, now 1 out. There you go. Perfect.
That's the 3rd strikeout for
post
2
pitchers
pitchers here
Glinke.
on the Gordy strikeout counter. Jackson Glinke 1 for 1 with a walk and a single to center field. That pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Jackson Glinke. Wrigley Gunderson is on deck here for West Fargo. With 1 out, we'll see him for sure. And that one's hit up high, going to right field. And the catch is made by the center fielder, Landon Hale.
Center fielder number 4, Wrigley Gunderson.
Wrigley Gunderson's 0 for 0. He's been to the plate twice. He's walked twice. Kindred Post 117 has showed up. They're wearing their American flag jerseys today. So we might have a couple number changes based on what we have in our original roster, because I know that they have a couple number changes on those American flag jerseys compared to their blue jerseys that they have. If you haven't seen them, they are pretty sharp. And you'll be in for a treat here in our next game, as Kindred will play the Devils Lake Storm. 1 ball, 1 strike. That game's scheduled for 4:30, but it's probably a little bit later than that. I'm gonna say it's gonna be much later, but we just got to see how long this game goes. And he runs out of real estate as that one flies out of the field of play. 1-2. Now be a ball for ball 2. Two-two pitch, and it missed the corner, ball 3. Once again, you got Eric Guler behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. You got Taylor Foose on the base pass. And he leans back, draws ball 4, and he will earn himself a trip to first base. So for the 3rd time, Wrigley Gunderson has walked in this game.
Number 12, Jack Davies.
Now clear the count here for Jack Davies. He's 0 for 2. Ground out to second, pop out to the first baseman. 1 out, runner on, or 2 outs, runner on first, excuse me. That one will miss outside for a ball, 1-0. And a strike there for a 1-1 count now here to Jack Davies. On deck for West Fargo is Blake Larson. 1 hour and 7 minutes time of the game now. And now a stolen base at second. He slips, but he's safe after the tag is applied. Jagger tried to pick him off after Gunderson made the jump towards second, and he got an easy steal with a little extra breathing room since the ball was going the opposite direction of the way he was going. So he'll get credit for the stolen base. Remains a 1-1 count here to Jack Davies, and now a base hit could drive in another one for West Fargo. And that pitch will miss to the inside. 2-1 the count now here to Jack Davies. Jack Davies representing batter 4 in the lineup for the Vets. swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And that's strikeout number 4 for Fargo Post 2 Bomber pitchers on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. And with that strikeout, they'll leave one stranded on base, and we'll go to the end of the 4th. Carter Gephardt, Caleb Briggerman, and Jeremiah Beckham, batters 6, 7, and 8 are the batters due up for the Bombers. They trail 5-2 at the end of 4 on the Red Baron line score. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
Welcome back. Top of the 5th. Carper Gephardt will lead it off here. Swing and a miss from the first pitch of the top of the 5th. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to the shortstop, Blake Hammond, on a 6-3 last time he was at the plate. The 0-1 pitch will come in for ball 1, and we're knotted up at a ball and a strike here on the pitch count. And that's a little bit high for ball 2. 2-1, and that one's sent to left field, and can he catch up to it? No, it's gonna go all the way to the wall. And that is an easy double for Gephardt. The 3rd hit of the game for the Post 2
Now having
Bombers.
third baseman number 1, Caleb Briggerman.
All right, made a correction in my stat book there. That was not Gephardt, that was Jagger who hit that double, and now Jagger's the one standing on second base. And that one's going high to left field. And he will not catch up to that one, and they'll drop for a very long strike. 0-1 to count. And that one's fouled away, and it'll stay in an 0-2 count. We're talking about the Kindred jerseys a little bit ago. Well, they look like the American flag, and they're one of the few, if not the only team in this tournament that have the last names of the players on the back of the jerseys. All the players except for one, I believe. I think there's one player that doesn't have their name on the back of the jersey. I don't know if that was just a Ooh, line shot right there to Lashowski. Back up to second. They did not get him. Jagger back in time. So that records the first out. Couldn't quite pull off the double play.
The catcher, number 24,
Now Jeremiah
Beckham.
Beckham will be the batter here for post 2. And that one's fouled back into the backstop for strike 1. That's Landon Hale picking up the loose ball. Oh, 2 pitch, high, ball 1. And that one will find its way into left field. It'll be a base hit. Could Jagger score? He's going to round third. The ball is still in the warning track. He will easily score. It is an RBI double for Jeremiah Beckham. And post 2 pulls within 2 at 5-3.
Number 3, Graydon Olson, courtesy running for the catcher Beckham at second for the Bombers. Now batting second baseman, number 12, Colby Ebeling.
Kobe Ebeling, 0 for 1, struck out looking last time he was at the plate. As you may have heard in the background, Graydon Olson, courtesy running on second. Pitch will miss for a ball, 1-0. The Bombers, scoring 1 in the first, 1 in the second, none in the third, none in the fourth, and now 1 here in the fifth to pull within 2 of the West Fargo Vets. A strike. 2-1 the count now here to Ebeling. That is up high for ball 3. Now be ball 4, and he'll walk. And I'll put 2 runners on base now.
Back to the top of the order for the Bombers.
Brings up Landon
Center fielder,
Hale.
Number 8, Landon Hale.
Hale's 1 for 2. He had an infield single. Off a bunt, he pushed down the first base line. And he would pop out to the first baseman. And now we have a visit to the mound here for the West Fargo Vets. And this visit to the mound for the West Fargo Vets is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. You can visit them online at marshmma.com to learn about the services they can provide for you in the Fargo, West Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area. Once again, their website is marshmma.com. And this visit to the mound for the West Fargo Vets has been presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. So once again, it's Graydon Olson on second base, Colby Ebeling on first for the post 2 Bombers. And a lengthy discussion here at the mound for the West Fargo Vets. We're 1 hour and 17 minutes into the ball game here. And did we have a pitching change? No, we did not. Looked like for a moment there that we might have, but we didn't. So once again, Landon Hale is 1 for 2. He would infield single on a bunt. He pushed down to the first baseline. Becker raced over to catch it, but by the time he got to the ground, picked it up, and was able to throw it, Hale was a half step away from the bag, and he could not complete the out. Becker will deliver a strike on Hale here on the first pitch after the visit to the mound. Unofficially, Becker pitched 75 according to my numbers, which could be off. This one will bounce away, but the runners will stay put. Ball 2. And if my numbers are right, he has 26 balls and 49 strikes and 75 tosses. 2-1 the count now here. 2-run ball game. Post 2 with the tying run on first. And that one's going to be hit deep to center. Wrigley Gunderson is there for the catch, and he'll toss it in quickly, and the runners will stay put at first and second. So that'll record out number 2, bring up Quinn Miller.
Shortstop number 7, Quinn Miller.
And a strike, 0-1. And that one is a 1 bouncer to second. And they go to first, and that's the 3rd out. They leave 1 stranded. Actually, they leave 2 stranded on base. And we go to the middle of the 5th. That's the first 2 runners they left on base all game. And the Bombers still trail by 2 after 4.5 on the Red Baron line score. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. We're coming right back.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
All right, we'll go to the bottom of the 5th with the West Fargo Vets coming up to bat with batters 5, 6, and 7. They have a 2-run lead. Looking to add to that, it'll be Blake Larson who leads it off. And Blake Larson is 2 for 2. He has 2 singles to left. And on both of those singles, he put them in about the exact same spot. The first single went to shallow medium left, and the second single went to deep medium left. If that gives you an idea of where he put them. Like I said, almost in the exact same spot. His second single went just a hair farther than his first single. We're 1 hour and 21 minutes into the ball game right now here. Once again, Blake Larson will lead it off. J.J. Lauritsen and Ding Dewitt will be the batters that we see for sure here. 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup for West Fargo. We want to welcome our friends watching from Bar 9 in West Fargo, as well as those watching from Boston's Pizza in West Fargo as well. And thank all of our other sponsors for making broadcast coverage of this tournament possible here on Magnitude Sports. And we thank you for tuning in and watching. He'll get a small slice of that one. He'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch and strike 1. And whoever's in charge of the City of Wahpeton YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Say congratulations to Wahpeton Post 20 on their, if I could add in parentheses, hard-earned, parentheses, first-round victory. The hard-earned was what I added. The rest of them is what they said. 0-2 here. And that one will just miss for a ball, 1-2. Astros taking them to the 10th inning and came that close on a couple of occasions of handing Wahpeton their first loss of the season. Strikeout there on
Catcher
Blake
number
Larson.
7, J.J. Lutenson.
Is the 5th for Fargo Post 2 pitchers on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. If you missed that exciting game between the Astros and Wapton Post 20, you can go back and watch it again. It's on demand, free of charge on our YouTube channel. 1 ball, no strike to J.J. Lauritsen, and that one is fouled away for a strike. Lauritsen's 1 for 2. He'd double the left center, and he'd strike out swinging last time he was at the plate. 1-1 the count now here to Lauritsen with Ding Dewitt on deck. Once again, the West Fargo Vets coming in with a conference record of 12-8. The Fargo Post 2 Bombers coming in with a conference record of 11-9 in the regular season. That one's fouled away, strike 2. Kindred and Central Cass both were 13-7, and that was good enough for as far as a win-loss record, a tie for second. Next to Wapton Post 20, who was 20-0 in the conference regular season. The Vets 12-8, the Bombers 11-9, the Aces 10-10, Devils Lake 9-11, the Post 400 Astros 8-12. So all those teams right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the teams in this tournament are separated by just a couple of wins here and there. Couple of wins and a couple of losses, and the 8th seed could easily have been the 5th seed and vice versa. And that's why you cannot go by seeding here, as the 8th seed almost took out the 1 seed. Almost, but almost doesn't count, as they always say. 3 balls and 2 strikes now the count here to Lauritsen. That last pitch when Jagger, according to my numbers, was his 50th. 21 balls, 29 strikes, an hour and 25 minutes into the ball game. He'll set, wind up, deliver the payoff. Out, and he missed it. Ball 4, and a walk. Ding Dewitt.
Designated hitter number 24, Ding Dewitt.
He would fly out to left on his first at bat. First plate appearance, and then on his second plate appearance, he would single to left at about the same spot that he would fly out to. Pickoff attempt there on Lauritsen, who's on first, and he slides back in time. Wind up in the pitch, and that one will bounce into the dirt. Lauritsen will take off for second, head first slide, and he's in. One ball, no strike here to Ding Dewitt. And he got it done with a single to left on his last at bat. We'll see if he can do something again here. Sincerely, no pun intended. There's a strike, 1-1. Outside, way outside, ball 2. Two balls and a strike, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Or I'm sorry, 3 balls and 1 strike is what I meant to say. He'll try to pick off at second. Lauridsen's back in time. Swing and a miss, strike two. Three balls and 2 strikes. Outfield scoreboard says 2-2, but I'm pretty sure it's 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout. The 6-1 for post 2 pitchers here in this game.
Number 3, Devin Peterson.
I'll record out number 2. Devin Peterson 0 for 1, struck out swinging, sent a sac fly to left center that would score a run. Swing and a miss. As the 7th strikeout here for post 2 batters, and that ends the, or post 2 pitchers, and that ends the 5th inning of play here. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, or we'll go to the top of the 6th, I'm sorry. When we return after this here on Magnitude Sports, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You have options when it comes to purchasing your crop inputs. At Maple River Grain and Agronomy, it's our goal to provide our member owners with the best possible customer service from people that you know and trust who grew up around here and know what it takes to run a successful farming business year-round. The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy can anticipate our customers' needs. They now serve the DGF and Barnesville communities, as well as Rothsay and Sabin, plus many other locations across North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit mrga.com today to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy.
West Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, new pitcher here for West Fargo. And it's going to be Toby Rederath. Noah Beckner with 79 pitches, 26 balls, 53 strikes. And he'll face Hunter Geary for his first batter. First pitch hits the edge for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 delivery is in for strike 2. Any lower, it would have been 1-1, but he kept it elevated just high enough to earn that second strike. The 0-2 delivery, high for ball one. That one is in for ball number 2. So 2-2 pitch, and that one's taken to right field. And the catch is made there by Jack Davies. So that's out number 1. Clears the count here for Hudson Stein.
First baseman, number 21, Hudson Stein.
Stein's been to the plate twice. He's gone down swinging on both occasions. Strike one here to Hudson Stein. And the 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Once again, Toby Rederath coming in here just a couple batters ago to take over for West Fargo right at the top of the 6th. 0-2, and he'll tip foul that one. Caught. It's a strikeout.
Designated hitter number 13, Seth Egan.
All right, we've manually adjusted that strikeout counter now since we kept forgetting to leave that button alone. So the next time West Fargo strikes somebody out, that number will be accurate. And that one's down the third base line and foul. Seth Egan, the batter, he doubled the left and grounded out to third. And Rederath losing his balance there on the forward motion of that pitch, and be ball 1. Hour and 35 minutes, time of the game now. And this one is fouled down the third base line. Could not quite keep it fair. West Fargo Aces taking out the West Fargo Jets yesterday. And the Vets looking to do the same thing to the Jets counterpart, the Bombers here. Right now they have a 2-run advantage in the top of the 6th with 1 away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a 2-hopper to third. He'll sneak by Leshowski and also sneak by Hammond into left field. There'll be a base hit and a single.
Now batting the pitcher, number 5, Christian Gomez.
Thought for a moment there that Leshowski would have been able to field that one, but it took a bounce right by him before he could make that half step further that he needed to. And that pitch is apparently a ball. 1-0. And strike is thrown there to even up the count of the ball and strike. Seth Egan, the runner on first for the Fargo Post 2 Bombers. And inside, and he misses once again for a ball. 2-1. 1 hour and 37 minutes time of the game now. And that one will pop away, and Egan will take off for second. He'll make it no problem. It'll be ball 3, and Egan will advance on the wild pitch. Egan will touch up on second there after Rederath threatens to throw it back there. Peterson wasn't quite in the position, or at least Rederath didn't think so himself. 3-1, and I think he lost his balance on that one as well, and it walks him.
Third baseman, number 1, Caleb Briggerman.
So Caleb Briggerman, but first a visit to the mound here. Rederath on 18 pitches, 7 balls, 11 strikes. This visit to the mound for the West Fargo Vets brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. Visit them online at marshmma.com to learn about the services they can provide for you in the Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo, and surrounding area. Once again, their website is marshmma.com. This visit to the mound for the West Fargo Vets has been presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. 2 outs, top of the 6th, 2 on. Seth Egan on second, Joey Jagger on first for the Fargo Post 2 Bombers. Once again, Caleb Briggerman is the batter. Briggerman's 0 for 1. He sent a sac fly to center field on his first at bat, and then he would send a line drive out to the third baseman, Lashovsky, on his previous at bat. And that one's low for a ball, 1-0. Jeremiah Beckham is the batter who moves into the on-deck circle here if Briggerman can reach base with no outs being recorded. And the 1-0 delivery. And he slips again. And the throw to third is not in time, and the runners advance. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. And that's the third time Rederath has lost his balance, or partially lost his balance, on pitches. All 3 of those pitches have resulted in balls, and 2 of those 3 have resulted in runner advancement on the base. And this one goes down low for ball 3. Rederath kind of looks like he's trying to put as much power into that as he can, and as a result, he's driving that pitch down. And there's another one. And what I just described is exactly what he did again, and now the bases are loaded here. And post 2 is in a situation here where they could get themselves right back into this game. A base hit could potentially tie it, and that's probably the reason why we're having another visit to the mound. And I'm going to guess we have a pitching change here. And we absolutely do have a pitching change. So this visit to the mound and pitching change for the West Fargo Vets is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo, online at marshmma.com. Once again, you can visit their website to find out what they can do for you and their services they provide in the Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead area. And we'll take a break. Base is loaded. Your details on the changes when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
We take great pride in really doing all the research and the work behind the scenes to make sure that our products just work.
We have our own staff member that helps pick the hybrids and the varieties that work in our area. It's meant for you, not for somebody 200 miles away.
We test our seed locally. We produce our seed locally, so we get to see our production fields, where they need to be, and if they work there.
Need seed? Think ProSeed. ProSeed.net. Great seed at a reasonable price.
All right, Devin Peterson's the new pitcher. And we also have a new second baseman, and they're saying that he hit him. And that will bring in run number 4 here for the Bombers via bases loaded, hit by a pitch. So I'll bring up Kobe Ebeling. And
Graydon Olson, courtesy running for the catcher.
Graydon Olson will come in to run at first.
For the Bombers.
So once again, Devin Peterson, the new pitcher here for the Vets, and that moves Charlie Lashowski over to second base from short to second. And we have a new third baseman. I'll tell you who that is in just a moment. 0-1 here to Ebeling. And that one will bounce away. Ball 1. Let's see if we can get a look at the third baseman here. That is, looks like Hammond. Can't quite make out the jersey number, but I think it's him. Okay, we'll come back to that later here. We think it's Hammond. If it is, then we have a new, different shortstop. Three 3-1 the count. And a strike is called there to fill up the count at 3-2. Runners go, and a hard hit ball to third, and over to first. They got it. And that's all they needed. The run will not score. They'll strand 3 on base, and we go to the middle of the 6th. It's 5-4 as they do get 1 across, and it's after 5.5. The Vets 5 and the Bombers 4 here on the Red Baron line score. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with the fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
All right, welcome back. An hour 48 time of this one so far. We're in the bottom of the 6. Owen Haugen will switch spots into the number 9 spot in place of Becker. And he'll lead it off for West Fargo. So we batters 9, 1, and 2 here in the bottom of the 6 as the Vets look to add some insurance runs. And with any extra help from the defense, potentially end this one in the top of the 7th. Taking a look at the numbers here. 5 runs on 6 hits for West Fargo. 4 runs on 5 hits for Post 2. Both teams have committed an error. Fargo Post 2's left 5 on base. West Fargo's left 6 on base here in this contest so far. And the first pitch to Owen Haugen's in for strike 1. There's the windup in the 0-1 delivery, and that one is a little bit low to even up the count at a ball and a strike. 1-1 the count now here. 1 hour and 50 minutes into the ball game. 1-1 pitch, and that one's low and out. 2-1. And now he'll foul that one away to even up the count at 2-2. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by our friends at Swenson Farms, Kindred Area Arts Partnership, Castleton Lumber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Red Baron in Castleton, Buston's Pizza in West Fargo, and Bar 9 in West Fargo. You can watch the Patriots, Aces, and Vets at Bar 9 and Boston's Pizza in West Fargo. Every game that's broadcasted on Magnitude Sports, you can watch it at one or both. You can watch the first 4 and 3.5 innings at Boston's Pizza and the final 3.5 at Bar 9, or flip-flop it if you want. Payoff pitch, and that one's sent away, foul. Payoff pitch number 2, a hard hit ball to third, and that's going to be an error on Briggerman. He could not field it, and Haugen's going to reach on the air.
Now batting for the Vets, number 2, Charlie Leshowski.
Charlie Leshowski 0 for 3 with a couple of flyouts, one to right, one to the catcher, and then he struck out looking last time he was at the plate. Pitch floats outside for ball 1. It looked like Leshowski was possibly going to square out for a bunt. That's not a bad idea here to get Haugen over to second, put him in scoring position to try and add that insurance run. Jagger will take a long look at first, and now the bunt will be applied. Right back to Jagger. Jagger will pick it up, get the out at first, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. Out 1, and it moves Haugen up to second, and that brings up Jackson Glinke.
First baseman number 21, Jackson Glinke.
So now the insurance run is standing on second here for West Fargo. And Glinke will try and bat him in. And he'll take the first pitch a little bit high for ball 1. 5-4 West Fargo on the Proceed scoreboard. Here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out, 1 runner on, 1 ball, no strike. Make it 2 balls, no strikes. Well, they have 1-1 up on the scoreboard now. I'm pretty sure that was outside, but I don't know. Now, if it wasn't 2-1, it is now. Let's see if the umpire gives any clarification on the count. Maybe it is 1-2. Swing and a miss, and it was 1-2. He'll strike him out.
Center fielder number 4, Wrigley Gunderson.
That's strikeout number 8 for post 2 Bomber pitchers on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. Out number 2, Wrigley Gunderson. He's been to the plate 3 times. He's been walked 3 times. And now we'll get a grounder to short. Quinn Miller picks it up, fires it over. That's out 3. They strand 1. They end the 6th. And it remains 5-4, and now the Bombers need at least 1 to force the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if they can get it when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
The inning for the Bombers. Center fielder number 8, Landon Hale.
All right, welcome back. Landon Hale lead it off here for the Bombers in the top of the 7th. He's 1 for 3 with an infield single, fly out to the pop out to the first baseman. And on his last trip to the plate, he would fly out to deep right field or center field, excuse me. 1 ball, no strike here to Landon Hale. Quinn Miller, Hunter Geary will be the batters we see for sure this inning. It's the top of the order, 1, 2, and 3 batters. And a strike is called there for 1-1 count. 1 hour, 57 minutes, time of the game. So we had 3 games yesterday that were an hour and 45 or less, and now we're going to have 2 games that are at least 2 hours. At least we presume. If this top of the 7th goes another 3 minutes and some change, then we'll be at 2 hours, but and a strike is called for strike 2. And a hard hit ball to short. Picked up, fired over, pick is made, and no call yet. He's out. Be a 6-3 ground out.
Shortstop number 7, Quinn Miller.
That's out number 1. Quinn Miller is 0 for 3. He would fly out to right. He would strike out swinging. He'd ground out to the second baseman. And this one, he'll ground out right back to Devin Peterson on the 1-3, and that's 1 pitch and 2 outs.
Left fielder number 4, Hunter Geary.
And maybe we won't make it to 2 hours on this game. 1 hour, 57 minutes is the time at the moment. Hunter Geary 0 for 3 with a trio of flyouts. 1 to left, 1 to the second baseman, 1 to right. And strike 1 here to Geary. If Geary can reach base, it'd be Hudson Stein who we'd see next. And that one is going to right. And can he make the catch? He does! That's out. Or no, he dropped it. I thought he caught it, but he dropped it. It looked like the umpire put his fist up. But it'll be a long strike instead, and it's an 0-2 count. So no out just yet. 1 hour, 58 minutes, time of the game. 0-2. Not slowing out, ball 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit up high, lifted up, left field. Blake Larson at the warning track, and that'll be a base hit. And they're not.
He caught it! He caught it! He caught it!
Umpires are going to get together there. When I zoomed in on the camera, I couldn't tell if he caught it or not. For a moment, I thought it hopped over the wall. And nope, they're saying he didn't count it. So obviously you can hear some disagreement from West Fargo fans on that particular call. And like I said, when I zoomed in on the camera, I couldn't quite tell what happened out there as myself. And if I couldn't tell with a zoomed-in camera, you can't really hold the umpire accountable for seeing what happened either, considering my camera had a lot closer view than the umpire did. West Fargo coaches will have a chit-chat, and they will walk away unsatisfied with the explanation that they got.
Yeah. First baseman number 21, Hudson Stein.
So a double for sure, maybe a triple. And either way, he's on third. And the tying run is now 90 feet away with 2 outs. And if that run comes in, thanks to that peculiar play, there would be swing and a miss, strike 1. I'm aware that we will indeed cross the 2-hour mark thanks to that peculiar play in the discussion.
That's already this week? No way.
1-1 the count.
2 weeks. Dude, that's brutal. I don't know, are we going to be on double? No way.
And that one's going to right center, and it's over the head of the right fielder. And the tying run comes in to score, and we're knotted up at 5-5. Hudson Stein with an RBI double to right center field, ties the game at 5-5. 2 hours and 2 minutes in here in the top of the 7th. pitch came in as a strike. I didn't even see the pitch. Seth Egan, 2 for 3. Double to left, a ground out to third, and a single to left.
Pretty sure he's 4.5.
You can play the PBAs. They probably would have beat. They probably would have killed us. Dude, my B team from my first year, B Bantam team would have you guys. And we had Gavin Lawrence. We took second in the state.
Is that when you guys were?
No, that wasn't PBs.
2-2 pitch, and it's a ball, or 0-2 pitch is what I meant to say, and now it's a ball and make it 1-2.
We took second in silver. When? Dude, Bantams are so different.
And 1-2, and they got him. It's a strikeout, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. We're knotted up at 5. We were knotted up at 5 at the bottom of the 7th in the last game, too. And you know what happened there. We'll see if this game has any indication of going crazy like that first game did. So far, interesting. Let's put it that way. So far, interesting. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best, then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today. And that one lifted to right field, and he finds the gap. And that bounces all the way to the wall. And Davies to second, and he will put on the brakes there. It's a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 7th. And after looking at that replay on that play to left field during the commercial break there, it looks to me upon second view that the ball was indeed caught. And he kind of flipped it to his teammate, and the umpire just didn't quite see that. And now an intentional walk here to Blake Larson. That sets up a force out at third. So both teams with 7 hits now here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And with no outs, the winning run is on second. And a fly out to left will put out 1 on the board.
Designated hitter number 24, Dang Do It.
Dang Do It. 1 for 3, fly out to left, single to left, struck out swinging. And can Dang Do It put an end to this game here with a base hit? Strike 1, we'll find out. Two hours and 7 minutes, time of the game. And that'll move out for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a hard hit ball to third or left, and rounding third. Here comes Jack Davies, and dang do it did it. An RBI single to left, and the West Fargo Patriots walk off the post 2 Bombers.
And that's your ball game, quarterfinal game 2 of the day. West Fargo Vets walk it off with a 6-5 win over the Fargo Bombers. West Fargo Vets will take on Wahpeton tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock. West Fargo Vets, Wahpeton, first semifinal game tomorrow. The Fargo Bombers will take on the Fargo Astros tomorrow at 11 o'clock in an elimination game. Third quarterfinal game of the day coming up next. Kindred taking on Devil's Lake. That one coming up next.
All right, well, 6-5, something odd there at the end, so we're just going to go off air, and we'll be back with that third game here in just a moment on Magnitude Sports. 6-5, the Vets walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. Thanks so much for tuning in. Your next game coming up in about, 4:30, and the game is scheduled for 4, so we'll say in about a half an hour we'll be back on the air here.
Was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.